What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn welcoming you back for another episode of Road to Ranked. Before we get started, I need to clarify something. We are actually in the last week of this season of Road to Ranked. Every season is 20 episodes from now on, and we take some sort of break, whether it's a break from Road to Ranked or a new season just kicks right up. We'll be doing different themed. What I want to do for the next season is use Pokemon that I create, but what I decided is to still feature comments throughout the season. I'm going to be choosing my top 5 comments per video, whether I think they're funny, informative, complimentary, disrespectful, whatever 5 comments I choose, I will be featuring them in every single video. So don't feel like you guys still won't be a part of the videos, even if during the season I'm choosing the Pokemon and I'm making OP sets. You can still feel free to suggest some good sets along the lines of just trying to get wins and trying to climb the ladder, because that's what we're going to do next season. For now, though, today we have your set suggestions, and we're going to go over them right now. Don't forget to leave your set suggestions, because if you leave some really good stuff with the hashtag Road to Ranked, I may use them next week, despite the fact we're kicking off a new season where I just want to win. I'm still probably going to use 1 or 2 of them, because a lot of you guys are suggesting some really good stuff that is really popular on Road to Ranked, and I have no problem featuring you guys, even if you suggest something kind of generic. But we're going to jump into this right now. Our first set suggestion comes from Daniel EF. He suggests Genie the Alakazam holding the Focus Sash with Magic Guard, Max Special Attack, Max Speed, 4 Special Defense, Timid Nature with Psychic Energy Ball, Focus Blast, and Thunder Wave. So I really like the fact that he's got Thunder Wave in this thing. Force a Switch, Paralyze, something else really nice. Thank you so much for your suggestion, Daniel. I also like that I'm finally using Psychic instead of Psyshock. It is more powerful. It does hit on the special side as opposed to physical, but I kind of like that. So we're going to go in with this. Our next set suggestion comes from Go Pillar. Go Pillar, go Pillar, go Pillar, go. We got Cloyster holding the Assault Vest. I thought this was crazy. With a careful nature, he's got max special defense, max attack, and 4 HP. Cloyster already has such sky-high defense, so this was a really cool set. Icicle Spirit, Rock Blast, Ice Shard, and Giga Impact. Anytime I see Giga Impact, you know that I'm going to enjoy it. So that was the biggest reason why I wanted to choose this. And also, I thought maybe that it could work out. So, Go Pillar, thank you so much for your suggestion. I really do appreciate it. Our next suggestion comes from the Zekroman. The Zekroman. He's got Metagross holding the weakness policy. Mine is not shiny, actually. Max attack, 76 speed, 176 defense with Earthquake, Ice Punch, Agility, and Meteor Mash. Really great coverage. Agility sets up for the sweep along with the weakness policy, because you're not one-shotting this thing no matter what, unless you're like a crazy strong Pokemon. So thank you so much for your suggestion, the Zekroman. Our next suggestion comes from Eric Payne. He suggested Scrafty, Tough Hood, Jolly Nature with max attack and max speed, 4 defense with the leftovers. Did I end up doing 4 speed, max speed? I might have bunked this one up a little bit. Dragon Dance, Drain Punch, Knockoff, and Poison Jab. Those are the 4 moves that I did use. I didn't give an ability here, so I did actually go with the Intimidate. Looking at the fact that he wanted max speed now, I'm guessing I should have gone with the Moxie. But we're going to see how this works out. Thank you so much for your suggestion, Eric Payne. Our next suggestion comes from Pierre Grant, a Choice Spec Sylveon with Hyper Voice, Side Shock, Hidden Power Fire, and Shadow Ball. I almost said Dragon Ball. Wait, is this thing really stand? I even washed this thing. All right. We have ability, obviously, is Pixelate, max HP. He messed up the EV spread. I kind of understood what he wanted. I did 252 special attack, 196 in HP, and the rest in defense. So that's what we ended up doing. Even Bulky Scissor can't switch in on this thing without taking half. That's true. I experienced that. That is true. So thank you so much for your suggestion, Pierre. Our final suggestion comes from Sapphire LP. It is the Thunderous with the Choice Scarf, the ability Volt Absorb, max special attack, max speed, 4 HP, Hidden Power Ice, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, and Flash Cannon to catch those fairies. I really like that, considering we have a Scrafty on our team who is 4 times weak to fairy. Thank you so much for your suggestion. We're going to go in right now. We're going in right now. Not only are we going in right now, but you guys notice the thumbnails are different, and I also have to clarify that our record actually, because this is the 5th week of the season, we currently have 3 positive win weeks and 1 negative. So I would like to go 4-1 for the season. Our current record for the week is 1 win, 2 losses. This is the 2nd day, as you guys know. It's Tuesday, and we're going to go in and see what we can do. I'm really hoping that we can, I'm fairly confident that with this team, we can snag 3 wins. I'm tired of losing. I took my time choosing these Pokemon. My opponent is bringing a Gallade, Salamence, Volcarona, Espeon, Greninja, and Scizor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my Safe Choice Scarfer. Seeing both the Gallade and the Salamence makes me want to bring the Sylveon. And of course, with bringing the Sylveon, I have to prepare for the Scizor. So what better way to prepare for a Scizor? I could bring the Scrafty, but I think I'm going to bring the Metagross. I'm going to bring the Metagross. Because Sylveon can two-shot the Scizor. I don't want to take a Bullet Punch, though. A Bullet Punch will OHKO me, especially if he's Choice Banded. Or if she's Choice Banded, rather, since that Scizor is clearly a female. But opening up with Thundurus, I'll pretty much outspeed everything on my opponent's team, unless that is a Choice Scarf Greninja, which I doubt it is. It feels really nice using Pokemon that are really good. I like this feeling. It's kind of rekindling my spirit to do this series and do Road to Ranked. But instead of coming in, I mean, I love fun sets and I love randomness and trying new things out. It's cool. I know it's entertaining and everything. This spot on my shirt is really bothering me. It doesn't look that bad to me, but then when I look on the camera, it looks pretty bad, and you guys probably wouldn't even have noticed if I didn't point it out, but now you see this little spot. I spilled some fettuccine on me yesterday. Or Alfredo, rather. It was Penne Alfredo. So my opponent's in with the Greninja. He's got nothing that's immune to electricity, so I can safely Volt Switch out. If he's not Focus Sash, he will die. If he is Focus Sash, well, then he's Focus Sash. But it looks like he is not Focus Sash, so we're going to take this Greninja out. I'm guessing it was Life Orb. Did not expect the Choice Scarf Thundurus. Look at this thing floating in the... So beautiful. I actually just caught this one. Legitimately caught him in my Japanese version of Alpha Sapphire. He's got Volt Absorb because when he transforms, fun facts. And you know what? I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy that I have something that I caught. Now, next possible Pokemon, I don't want to go into Sylveon because that will honestly just bait out his... You know what it'll bait out. You know exactly what it'll bait out. It will bait out his Scizor. So I don't want to do that because I don't really have a proper response for that. Sure, I can go right out into my Thundurus, take a Bullet Punch. I don't really want to. I kind of rather... Oh, goes out into the Gallade. Now, this thing probably has the knockoff. Now, the question is... Will knockoff kill? No, it's not. Okay, I'm going to Agility. I don't think knockoff will kill. I don't think knockoff will kill. It is going to be a Mega Gallade. That means we do not have to worry about... Salamence coming through. The big thing that I'm kind of scared about right now, he's going to Swords Dance. Oh my goodness. Well, luckily we got an Agility off, and we should outspeed at this point. With getting an Agility off, it's a Metagross, and we should just be fine. It's not a Mega Metagross. I mean, he's going to know now that I'm Weakness Policy. I think now he will one-shot me. I'm trying to remember, does Gallade resist Steel? I feel like he does. Why can't I remember this? Does Psychic resist Steel? I feel like it doesn't. I think Steel resists Psychic. All right, we're going to go for a Meteor Mash. We're going to go for a Meteor Mash. I do outspeed. I get a Meteor Mash off. That is going to do a lot of damage. It's a crit! And it goes for another Swords Dance. The greed! The greed on this guy. Well, fortunately, he is not going to go. He's not going to be able to do anything to us at this point. I'm going to go for the EQ so that I do not miss, even if he wants to Shadow Sneak me. I don't think that will kill. I would actually be surprised if it does. And all it's going to do... Oh, it's going to kill. It's a crit! No, Black Magic! That was immediate. That was immediate. Oh my gosh. Well, that crit might have lost us a game that we should not have lost. That crit might have lost us a game that we should not have lost, because I don't know that Thundurus can take a Shadow Sneak. He has the Shadow Sneak. He knows that I'm Scarfed. I outsped a Greninja. How much is this going to do? Yes! 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 Thankfully, we do not die. But unfortunately, if my opponent's last Pokemon is Scizor, we are in really bad shape. We are in really bad shape if that's the case. Come on. Come on. Don't do this to me. Did he DC? We're counting it as a win if he DC'd. That means he doesn't have Scizor. He didn't DC. I was kind of hoping he didn't have Scizor and that he DC'd out of rage. I was kind of hoping that. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Come on, man. Man. There's the Scizor. I knew it. All right, now the question is he going to get greedy? Now, what's the best thing to go for? I mean, I know that Scizor resists... I know that Scizor resists the Hyper Voice. I don't have... Do I have Hidden Power Fire? I think I do. Hold on, let me check that set suggestion. I think it is Hidden Power Fire. I don't think it's Hidden Power Ice. How much time do I have left? I closed all the images, so I have to just check. I apologize for this. Sylveon. Hidden Power Fire. Go for it. Will he get greedy? Oh! Oh, he doesn't go for the bullet punch. That is a dead Scizor unless he's focus sash, which would be insane. He's not. Yes, we get a win. We get a win. All right, so we have our first win of the day, bringing our week's record to 2 wins, 3 losses. I am so happy that panned out. I can't believe how greedy. That guy seemed greedy, though, just by going for the double swords dance with the Gallade. That was super greedy. Super, super greedy. Fortunately, though, Sylveon came through with the hidden power fire. He did not go for the bullet punch. His greed just overtook him. He's like he's from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. He's just Lin, just being so greedy. We're going to go ahead and go in for our second match of the day. We have used so far Thundurus, Metagross, and Sylveon, so we still have to use Alakazam, Cloyster, and Scrafty. I really like this team. Like for Battle Spot, I'm not saying it's a good 6v6 team. I really don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But we are going up against someone from Japan, seeing what they brought. They have Whimsicott, Blaziken, Gorbis. Oh my goodness. Wait, so that can't be an extreme speeding unless Lanoon. Did he get Move Tutor extreme speed? I'm really wondering if he did. No, he didn't. Yeah, you can't even learn it anymore. All right, sweet. Cannot learn it anymore because you can't use event Pokemon that aren't from X and Y on Battle Spot. So we know that he's not gonna have extreme speed Belly Drum. With that in mind, I'm actually gonna go ahead and bring the Cloyster. I'm gonna bring the Cloyster and the Alakazam. Looking at my opponent's team, why not? Because I know the Alakazam can take out that Blaziken in case it gets crazy out there, and that's a physical and a special, so we kind of have free reign to do what we want. He has nothing immune to electric, so I am just gonna go with Thundurus. I'm gonna go with Thundurus. I kind of expect the Kanga lead, but that's in my mind because I think he's gonna think that I'm gonna go with the Thundurus lead, but we don't really know. We don't know what he's thinking. We have no idea what he's thinking. Guys, yesterday, the Shady Lady and I put all the quarters that I have in my Pikachu. He weighs a lot more now, and it's kind of cool. There's got to be at least like 200 bucks in there. It's crazy how many quarters I had in my room. Whimsicott in the Premier Ball is going to pop onto the field. It is shiny. A little bit of delay there. Not sure what's going on with that. Fortunately, we do have type advantage here. I have no problem just going for an Icicle Spear because anything on my opponent's team except, oh, he's going to charm me. Oh, I see you, big dog. Well, we should get a decent amount of damage in regardless of being at -2 because Whimsicott isn't that defensive, at least I don't think. Yeah, look at that. That's decent. And we're going to do 5 of those. I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. Instead of getting damage on me, you're just going to charm me. I mean, we would have taken a lot from a grass type move. I do almost want to predict the switch, but I kind of feel like that's pointless. I'm just going to go for another Icicle Spear. He's going to Memento. Well, that's a dead Whimsicott, and I'm at -4 right now. -4. Had I gone out into my Thundurus there, that would have been the best situation because I would be able to just Volt Switch out. Even though I wouldn't get a lot of damage off, I would Volt Switch right out. Now, my opponent will most likely go out into... Oh, he's going to try to set up right now. All right, I'm going directly out into Thundurus because I think that the Shell Smash is coming. This thing might outspeed me after the Shell Smash. Definitely possible to outspeed me after the Shell Smash. But I am Choice Scarfed. So I'm hoping that maybe Gorbis is slower than the average bear and that my flying bear can go ahead and do some work. I might do an OU session soon because I really like using Thundurus. Like, I know he's an overused Pokemon, but I love, look at his design. It's so beautiful. I love Thundurus' design. I'm going to go ahead and go straight up for the Volt Switch. I'm not going to bother Thunderbolting. I'm just going to Volt Switch out of here. Wow, I do outspeed. I could have gone for the T-Bolt, but that should still kill. It easily kills this Gorbis. Does not outspeed me because of the Choice Scarf. Really coming in clutch with this Scarf Thundurus. Really, if I want to climb to the ranks of Battle Spot, I might just end up using this a lot. I'm going to go ahead and go back out into Cloyster because seeing as how my opponent brought in the Gorbis against my Cloyster, I'm guessing the very last Pokemon of my opponent's is not going to do too well. Although, if it's a Blaziken, we will have a little bit of an issue. Oh, it's the Kangaskhat. Well, that's just fine. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Icicle Spear as it is our strongest move, although I do expect a Mega Evolve and a Fake Out. Unfortunately, for me, this is the worst case scenario for my team because Alakazam cannot handle frustration. Oh, so we know that it's a freshly genned Kangaskhan. He's not going to go for Fake Out. We do resist this, so we are going to be able to take 1. And we're going to get an Icicle Spear off. Kind of wishing I had gone for the Giga Impact, although I think Icicle Spear overall is the better play. We're going to do well over, we're not well over half, or it looks like we're going to do over half, if not just about half. Okay, we're doing a little bit under half, but fortunately enough, we can go ahead and go for an ice shard to get a little bit more damage off. And seeing as we did not see return, or it goes for the drain punch. Wow, you should have done that before, dude. Oh, well, then again, you have full HP, so really no reason. Really no reason. Seeing drain punch on a Kangaskhan is kind of cool. We have frustration, drain punch, most likely sucker punch. And I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go into Thundurus to scout for the sucker punch, because if he has it, he's going to use it now. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to go straight up for a Thunderbolt. I'm going to go straight up for a Thunderbolt. No sucker punch whatsoever. This T-Bolt should take him out because I am a Thundurus. Down goes the Kangaskhan, and we are snagging a second win today. We have not done this in so long. We have not done this in a long time, and I really appreciate these suggestions specifically. I'm glad I took my time to go ahead and scout them out. Get some really good ones in here so that we can snag some wins. I believe that the only Pokemon we haven't chosen is Scrafty. So we're going to go ahead and take Callum. We're going to take Callum for the next battle, the final battle of the day. Remember, Road to Ranked will come back again on Thursday. We'll be using your set suggestions from the previous week, not from the following week. I'm not from the future. But we also will have an Ubers battle later today. I know that that team was really messed up that I made, and I'm glad a lot of you guys have helped me out with modifying the team on yesterday's Shady Team's team builder video, and we're going to come in with our modified team in today's Ubers Wi-Fi battle. So my opponent is going to bring the Ditto, Klefki, Togekiss, Garchomp, Scizor, and Dragonite. So we know that we're going to bring the Scrafty. The question is, are we going to bring it first? Probably not, because I really fear that Togekiss. I'm going to bring Thundurus again because Togekiss is screaming in my ear. I know he's screaming. I'm going to bring Scrafty, and because my opponent has 2 Dragon types, I mean, he's got 2 Dragon types, but he's also got that Klefki, and I'm going to go with Metagross, because Metagross has the Ice Punch for the Dragon types. He's got the Sylveon for that Scizor. It's too perfect. And Sylveon covers everything on my opponent's team except for... Nah, we're going to go Metagross. I'm going to go Metagross. I'm not going to go Sylveon. I might regret that, but because Sylveon does hit the Scizor, where the Metagross only hits it for neutral damage. Then again, what is Scizor really going to do? I mean, he could Bug Bite me, and that might kill me, actually. A Bug Bite from a Choice Banded Scizor would probably kill my Metagross. But this chick is issuing a challenge, and we shall go. And he opens up with the Klefki. Does he open up with a Thundurus? So luckily, he can't Thunder Wave me, which is nice. I almost want to just straight up go for a Thunderbolt. I'm going to straight up go for a Thunderbolt. I don't know why, but I really feel like that is the play I want to make. Now, it's possible that my opponent will switch out into Garchomp if he brought it. And this is where I wish I had Sylveon, because Garchomp's coming through right now. If I would have remembered that, I definitely would have gone for HP Ice. There it is. Unfortunately, we are scarfed, and we have to switch out. This is already shaping up to be not the best battle. I'm actually going to go out into my Scrafty, mainly because I have the Intimidate. I have the Intimidate, and I can go ahead and kind of lower this Garchomp's attack before it tears through my team, because if this is a Scarf Chomp, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot. We're going to Intimidate you, drop that attack, see what my opponent does, goes for the EQ. I should be able to take that. I am a Scrafty. It's a -1 Chomp. I can take it. And I got my leftovers, bringing my HP right back up. The good news is that I can set up a Dragon Dance. If my opponent brought the Togekiss, we're going to see it pretty soon. I would assume that we're going to see it really soon if he brought the Togekiss. He's going to set up a Swords Dance. He's not playing any games. I don't know that I can one-shot this Garchomp, but what I do know is that if my opponent goes for another EQ at +1, he's technically at +1 right now. I did a little over under half. If I go for a Drain Punch, he's not going to kill. I kind of want to go for a knockoff, but I know I have to go for a Drain Punch here. Goes for Outrage, outspeeds me. That's because of my spec. That's because of live. Nope. It's a crit. Did the crit matter? We'll never know. We will never know. And if it's a Focus Sash Garchomp. Now the question is, do I go into Metagross and just set up? I almost want to do that. Because I know Metagross can take an Outrage. Now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go out into Thunderous. I'm really upset that we lost Scrafty like that, but I'm going to go out into Thunderous. I'm going to go for Hidden Power Fire, Hidden Power Ice. We know that he's not choice. The question is, are you going to live this? You are! And that's a dead Thunderous. Wow. And that's what you get for not using these Pokemon that often. I had no idea that he would live that. No idea. And now oh my gosh, that Klefki's going to be the death of me. I don't have Bullet Punch on this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up an agility so I can outspeed on the following turn. We're going to see the third outrage here. I'm kind of hoping I can eat this up, but he is at +1. I do eat that up very well. And we can see the confusion. Is it Lum? It's not Lum. So it might have been Focus Sash, but obviously he did not need the Focus Sash. Going out into Metagross would have been a much better play last time. Much better. Oh man, I had no idea. Well, we are just going to go for an Ice Punch here. We will outspeed and we will kill this thing. We're going to suffer the Rough Skin, I'm sure. It's all up to Metagross if he can pull through. I really wanted 3 wins today, but it looks like... it looks like having my Scrafty not outspeed that Garchomp is going to be the death of me, because now I'm pretty positive this thing is just going to either Swagger or Thunder Wave me. There's the Swagger. Metagross, prove the keychain wrong. Just break through. Just break through with your +2. Break through with your +2. Break through with your +2. Yes! Dead. Die. 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 You better die. You're not going to die? He dies! Put the keychains down. Put the keychains down. Hang him on the hook. Hang him on the hook. All depends who the last Pokemon is. And it also depends, can I break through confusion again? Oh, my Rimmy Jimmels. It's going to be the Ditto. Wow. Well, I got to admit, that's a pretty, breakthrough. Breakthrough. Yes! You're dead! You're dead! I'm at +2. Die. Please. Yes! Yes! Metagross defying the odds of the keychain breaks through, and we walk away with 3 wins today. That's what you get for relying on RNG. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's going to be the end of today's episode of Road to Rank. If you guys enjoyed that like I did, make sure you go ahead and leave a like rating down below. That really means so much. It helps the channel. It helps me out. It makes me smile. I go into my bed and I smile really wide. If you want me smiling in my bed, do that for me. Don't forget to leave your set suggestions down below, even more important than that, so that this series can grab some really good Pokemon for the next week, since we're going to be trying to climb the ladder and using just really great stuff. I love you guys so much. I'm so happy right now. Have yourselves a good day, but above all else, keep it shady. Gyarados going for the Gosh Diggity Darn Dragon Dance. Looking at that damage, we know that my Greninja can come back in, but I'm betting I'll get a Stab Dragon Pulse off, which should do a huge amount of damage to this Gosh Diggity Darn beast. Really should do an insane amount.